Hey everybody, it's Ruby here today, and I have a lot to get through, so let's get started. First of all, as you can see, I'm actually here in an actual video that I've actually uploaded. It's been many months, more months than I care to admit or look at or really address, because obviously I had been MIA for quite a while. I'd really like to thank everybody that stuck around over those few months, who subscribed without seeing any new videos, and to the old subscribers who know that this is often a thing that I do. Thank you. This has been probably the craziest semester that I had ever done in university. 3 of the classes that I took were directly related to the grad studies program that I would like to do, which meant that I had to spend most of my time and energy on those particular classes. And when I wasn't focusing on those classes, I was feeling guilty about not focusing on those classes. So that's what happened. And then the 4th class was statistics, which I'm all around pretty bad at, and which is also necessary for research. Second thing that happened that I noticed is that while I was gone, I got to 1,000 subscribers, which is really awesome. So again, I wanted to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel and who's been along with me for the ride. This is something that I just like to do as a soapbox to get my own ideas of books across, and to just generally have a platform to do that on. So the fact that you guys are subscribing to it is amazing and cool, and validates my own interests, I guess. So because of that, and to celebrate the amount of subscribers, I thought that I would give back to you guys. So I'm going to do 2 things. One of which is that I'm going to do a Q&A. So just comment down below if you have any questions that you wanted to ask me. I'll answer pretty much everything as long as it's not too intimate or doesn't give away my location or anything like that. So no, internet passwords, no addresses. Otherwise, it's a free-for-all. So you can ask me about university, you can ask me about my interests, about the books that I read, about YouTube. If you have any advice you want to hear, or just any answers or anything like that, go ahead and do your thing. Second of all is that I would like to do a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away House of Leaves and S by Doug Dorst and J.J. Abrams, also known as Ship of Theseus. These 2 books are books that I really like because they're very conceptual, they're very odd, and they like to play with readership, which I think is really cool. So that's not only my favorite genre, but I think that the fact that I'm giving away a book about readership to people who are watching my videos is another level of interest that I like. There are also books that are fairly popular for YouTube. So House of Leaves is something that a lot of people have suggested to me, and that I just recently read, and I'll be doing a book review on in the next little while. I do have the review written up, I just need to actually film it. And Ship of Theseus was a book that a lot of people are interested in for my YouTube channel. So you can also comment down below if you'd like to become a part of that. I'll just pick a random comment through a number generator in 2 weeks, and I'll announce the winner. So look out for that. And I'll put in like the title if the contest is open or closed. And let me know if you have one of those books already. So if you have House of Leaves or the other one, then I can maybe split up the content, or then maybe I can split up the giveaway and have 2 people get the books, or 1 person get 2 books. I'll figure it out as I go, but yeah, just comment down below for those 2 things. Otherwise, I have a book review to do. Alright, so the book review that I wanted to do was a book review that I had promised you guys a while ago, and that is Promethea by Alan Moore. So I have 4 to the 5 here with me right now. So this is a graphic novel written by Alan Moore about a character called Promethea, who is seen in a lot of different, or written about in a lot of different fictional books, and someone in sort of an alternative universe in the 2000s discovers that there is some sort of pattern going on with Promethea, and wants to interview someone who was, I think, the wife of the author of one of the installments of Promethea. But in her investigations of Promethea, she becomes the next installment or reincarnation of Promethea. And so she has to battle with different people and learn about the powers that she has, and she can go in between the worlds of what we know to be reality and imagination, or the storybook world. This story is probably the accumulation and summary and ultimate sort of story that's associated with a lot of the themes that Alan Moore puts onto the table in his books. So the things of the integration of fiction and nonfiction and reality and imagination are like explicitly explored in this graphic novel. So to him, he questions what it means to have fiction and nonfiction, and how a lot of the times our fictional worlds will inform the fictional world. So if you think about science fiction and how a lot of the technology that had been technically prophesized by science fiction later becomes reality and an invention in reality. So of course someone probably read or watched Star Trek and created doors that open through sensors, and that is something that is based off of a book that turns into an invention. But at the same time, you can see how that fictional world leads to and feeds into the nonfiction world, which I think is really cool. That's something that Alan Moore also considers when he calls himself a wizard, where the concept of words and magic in words will also manipulate people. So it becomes just another way of exploring how that comes about. Anyway, so this book explores that explicitly. It's basically one big metaphor and allegory. There's some amazing things that come up in this. Promethea explores the Kabbalah, which is, I think, also considered an extended metaphor within Judaism, but I don't know enough about the Kabbalah other than this graphic novel to really inform you one way or the other. It does the same thing as I've mentioned in Lost Girls, where the illustrator will put in different styles to sort of indicate different frameworks and different ideas and worlds that are going on, which is really cool. This book is also a sort of literary version of a lot of the things that I've been studying in university. So again, the way that the two of them collide and how metaphor informs our decisions and our thoughts and how creativity comes about in those sorts of ways, all kind of culminate in stories like this, which I think is really cool. I would definitely recommend this book. Of all of the Alan Moore books that I have read in ever and that I have reviewed, I would recommend these the most. If you're ever going to be introduced to Alan Moore, or if you want another book to read by Alan Moore, or if you just want to take my recommendations, I would definitely recommend this series. It's short, it's 5 volumes, I have 4 here, and it brings in like science and art and metaphor and art and philosophy all into this sort of literary work of art, which I think is worth reading. So that is everything. So to recap, I was away for a while, I'm back for a little while. I have a Q&A that I will be filming in the next couple of weeks. It'll be open for about 2 weeks. So you can ask in the comments down below on Twitter, Instagram, various places to reach me. I'm also doing a giveaway, so you can enter that as well. Just indicate whether or not you want to be a part of the giveaway, and if you have any other questions, because you can do one or the other in the comments. So, thanks for listening to me. I will talk to you guys later. Subscribe, like, do your thing, and I'll talk to you guys later.